Today I'm going to be looking at real videos of gnome sightings to figure out once and for all if these things are real or if they're just actors in the film Romeo and Juliet. So it looks like we've got a YouTube playlist from Rogue Gnome, Scottish Gnome Sighting. Okay, this one's actually uploaded by Rogue Gnome. This man is literally begging his wife Susan to come and look at the gnome. Okay, this person is running. Okay, the gnome is against the wall. That's very clearly a gnome. If we zoom in, I'm pretty sure you can see the beard, the distinct clothes. I'm almost 100% sure this is a gnome. Now let's see what happens. Oh, it's moving. Oh shit! That's it. Okay, he dropped his hat. He grabbed his hat. Okay. Okay, this Scottish man is absolutely losing his shit. The goofy gnome, he accidentally dropped his hat, which is rookie error number 1, which makes me think that it is genuine footage, because if it wasn't real, then why would they edit in him dropping his hat? So, I don't know, that first one, I think Rogue Gnome might be onto something there. Now, this second one is called Real Gnome in Peru. Amazing! Okay, we're starting off with the Halloween Mike Myers music, I think. I don't know if the gnome is Mike Myers or he's scary like Mike Myers. Okay, I think this was captured around 2010. Oh, okay. Okay, okay, so that might be the blurriest image that I've ever seen, but that's a gnome if I've ever seen one. You can see that he's got the distinct hat, which is the telltale sign of a gnome. You can see 2 little feet, which gnomes have. I can't really see arms, but I'm just going to chalk that up to like the 60p video that we're looking at. It's actually just a picture. So it's pretty high quality evidence so far. Let's see what else we've got. The Mike Myers music is still going strong. Okay, just a couple Peruvian homies hanging out on the street, I guess. Just chilling. The Mike Myers music is making me a little bit nervous. I hope there's no gnome sighting or anything like that. Some whistling, some people are just walking, having a stroll. Okay, very realistic screams and running away. But what are they running away from? There's nothing. Oh, another homie just running for no reason. No! No! It's a gnome! Fuck! It kind of looks like one of those pictures of like the animals doing like the dance. Frankly, one thing that concerns me about the validity of this video is there's not actually a clear hat for the gnome. So I'm slightly worried about whether or not this is in fact a gnome or it might be some sort of goblin or other creature. I love how the guy filming is like incredibly chill. He's just taking a video of the gnome, not a worry in the world, and then all of a sudden he must have got a little bit of a shiver up his spine. Or perhaps the gnome telepathically connected with him because he totally got spooked. I don't know. Pretty compelling video with that one, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that the gnome was not wearing a hat is slightly a red flag, but that's okay. Well, this one actually keeps going. Still really high quality video. Oh shit, that one was pretty good. That was a gnome, I think. Oh, they've done a little box for us. Very well placed. Oh, we got the replay going. That one was pretty good. Notice the distinct presence of a hat. Any creature that doesn't have a hat, I'm not fully convinced it's a gnome, but I like the hat on that one. So I don't know if Omar is the person that originally took this video, but maybe needs to work on his cameraman abilities slightly, but that's okay. Okay, this one is gnome sighting in Argentina, so maybe the gnomes are sort of more situated around old South America way instead of Scotland like the other one. So once again, it's just sort of some homies just hanging out. Really high quality video. Once again, it seems like all of the Gnome Sighters have real access to real high quality gear. Oh, I think I see the hat. Okay, it's a very distinct hat. Oh, that's a gnome. No, that's a gnome. You can see the distinct hat. We got head, we got feet, we got arms. Definitely a gnome. Why is he walking like that? I'd be slightly more convinced if like the video wasn't 10 frames per second and 144p, but you know, you have to admit that if you were gonna make a fake gnome video, you wouldn't have him hitting the fucking side shuffle like that, you know? You'd probably have him do something more gnome-like. So the fact he's doing that shuffle, I'm kind of convinced. I think this is primo gnome video. So, okay, we're a little bit off the rails now. This is real elf caught on tape 3. Now, I think it's possible that maybe this is like a missighting. Like, they think that it's an elf, but it's actually a gnome. And that's how it ended up in the real gnome sightings playlist. So, very high quality already. It's really hard to tell what's going on. This is beautiful video. That's an yo. This is okay. Okay, this is just Homie hitting the sideways shuffle again. He's hitting a Fortnite dance. No, okay, so that's just an alternate version of the sideways shuffle Fortnite dance gnome. Not an elf. I'm sorry, but you can clearly see the gnome hat. This is another video from the same channel, which is just real elf caught on tape number 1, so potentially the OG. This one's out in the woods during the daytime. Quite difficult to sort of see what's going on in this beautiful forest. Oh, I see something in the background. I think that's potentially a gnome. If you pay attention, you can tell because it's something in the background of the gnome video. Okay, they're approaching the gnome. They're being very stealthy. What are they gonna do? Some sort of stump or... Oh, it's not wearing a hat, actually, so I don't know if this is a gnome. Yeah. What? Okay, homie just found an Ewok out in the woods, but why are you throwing a stick at it? That's not respectful. Homie just had to defend his fucking homeland against the Empire, and now he's getting sticks thrown at him. He kinda almost looks like a turtle. Looks like an old wise turtle. Not sure if that's a gnome, but I don't think it's an elf either. Okay, we're gonna watch video analysis proves elf is real. It's the next video up. Pretty respectable like-dislike ratio, I must say. Okay. We got grandma. Very loud audio. I don't know what grandma's doing. Oh shit. Nah, this might be the best evidence so far. This very real, not photoshopped video. I will say he is wearing the hat, but I'm noticing a distinct lack of beard. So anybody who knows anything about gnomes is that gnomes always have beards. So I'm not super convinced that this is legitimate footage. I guess there's no real way to know for sure. This person seems very, very convinced that this is genuine gnome footage. The proportions are about right. That's so true. Some claim that it may be a child and an elf. Who's claiming that it's a child? Yeah, I agree. That does look like a grown adult proportion. Okay. Gallinessery is doing like eugenics on the gnome. And seems very convinced that this very clearly photoshopped video is actually real because they included shadows and there's not green around them, which would indicate green screen. That's actually so true. I hadn't considered that. There's some footage of a child running in the woods, although they do have a hat on, which I'm not able to immediately debunk this as being fake. They do have arms, legs, and a hat. We can't see whether or not they have a beard, which would be required to make an educated decision on that one, so I'm not fully convinced. Let's continue. Okay, I did just happen upon some AI slop, but for some reason the golem from Clash of Clans is in the thumbnail. I'm not too sure what that has to do with gnomes. Okay, El Duende Goblin / Gnome caught on tape real. Okay, now we're cooking. It's a beautiful home. They're watching the telly. They're playing some Dance Dance Revolution. They're just hitting it crazy style. It looks pretty good. Wait, is that a gnome in the background?
Yeah, open the door.
Open the door, okay. Okay, I guess that's supposed to be a real gnome or a goblin. I did notice a distinct lack of hat, but it's possible that it was just a goblin. I'm glad to know it wasn't just like a rat or a mouse or something, which would be much more easier to explain. I'm sure this is legit. Okay, it's a real gnome sighting. Let's take a look. This one. Okay. I think that with that, I'm gonna end my gnome journey. I'm frankly not fully convinced that gnomes are or are not real. It seems like there's definitely conflicting evidence. There's some very strong evidence for, but unfortunately some evidence against as well. So I'd love to hear what your thoughts are about this gnome situation that we've landed ourselves in, and whether or not they are legit or in fact just an elaborate hoax. Yeah, thank you.